This video is an introduction to Chapter 16, where we will begin discussing the chemistry of aldehydes and ketones. In this chapter, we're going to revisit nucleophilic addition to a carbonyl. We're going to learn some new reductions, learn about hydrates, hemiacetals, acetals, and thioacetals, the formation of imines, enamines, and iminium ions, oximes and hydrozones, cyanohydrins, and also revisit the synthesis of ketones and aldehydes. This is mostly review. On the next slide, I'm actually going to show you the topics that you're expected to review on your own. We're going to learn how to synthesize ketones from nitriles. This will be new. We're going to go over the Wittig reaction, the Horner-Wadsworth-Emmons reaction, and the Baeyer-Villiger reaction. So, first things that I need you to recall, there are two classes of what we call carbonyl compounds, and they have their own distinct reactivity and outcomes. The first class are aldehydes and ketones. The second class are carboxylic acids and their derivatives. So that includes things like esters, amides, anhydrides, acid chlorides, things like that. In this chapter, we're going to focus on aldehydes and ketones. So everything that you learn in this chapter is specific to the chemistry of aldehydes and ketones only. This is really important to keep clear in your mind because when we get to later chapters and we start doing carboxylic acid chemistry, you're going to see a lot of the exact same reagents used again and again, but with very different outcomes. So you want to draw a hard line in your brain between aldehydes and ketones and carboxylic acids and their derivatives. So, as we get further and further into OChem 2, you're going to find that you need to recall more and more information from OChem 1. So here are the topics that you need to review before you begin this chapter. You need to go back over the nomenclature of aldehydes and ketones, the oxidative cleavage of alkenes, because hopefully you recall that the products of oxidative cleavage of alkenes create carbonyl compounds. Nucleophilic addition to carbonyls. This was at the beginning of OChem 2. The oxidation of alcohols. Grignard reagents. The reduction of aldehydes and ketones. And the synthesis of aldehydes and ketones. This includes ozonolysis, Friedel-Crafts acylation, and oxidation of primary and secondary alcohols.